Do you have any tissue? Jesus Christ! I have never gotten tested for any allergies. However, from the way my body reacts to dust, I'm 99% sure I'm allergic. Which sucks because dust is literally everywhere. At any given point, I have the highest probability of having my eyes become swollen, my body becoming itchy, and worst of all, my nose dripping a shit ton of mucus. The reason why this sucks the most is because my mucus glands produce more mucus than an average person, which means it basically becomes a swamp out there. My parents have taken me to multiple doctors when I was younger to get it checked, and every time they would give me a spray which according to them is supposed to melt the mucus so it can eventually drip out. Once I got home, I would stand over my toilet sink and spray it into my nose. Then, I would lean my head down and play the waiting game. But there was just one little issue. Once I saw even the slightest amount of mucus, I would, with no hesitation, just snot it out. Now, I was not supposed to do that, because not only am I hurting my mucus glands, but now I am also snotting out the medicine. The doctors even told me not to do that. Anyone who suffers from a blocked nose knows the pain of trying to go to bed only for your nose to suddenly cut off your oxygen supply. This leaves you with two options. 1. Breathe through your mouth and risk getting a sore throat the next morning. Or 2. Whenever I get a blocked or runny nose, my first instinct is to blow my nose hoping I could get the snot out. Try not blowing too hard, you'll hurt your nose. I became a walking power drill everywhere I went as long as my nose chose to fuck me over. It's basically like your neighbor doing construction at the most inconvenient of times. Really, I mostly felt bad for the people around me. I remember I had 2 exams one day, and during the first paper, my nose actually started acting up. Mentally, I wanted to die, because not only was this an important exam for my worst subject, but this was also just off the heels of the pandemic. If I had started sneezing right there and then, everyone was gonna think I had the virus and I can kiss my grades goodbye. Thankfully, it was towards the end and I was able to hold it together, although uncomfortably so. Once the papers were collected... Okay, students, you can leave. I ran to the toilet and snot out as much mucus as I could. A part of me was hoping I had blown my nose so hard that my mucus glands became paralyzed. But unfortunately, it made it worse! Now that I think about it, I think I have really bad self-preservation skills. So yeah, during the second paper, I was dying even more because of my nose. At that point though, I didn't care. I didn't want to wait 2 hours. Do you have any tissue? Jesus Christ!